Well, India's economic ties with Russia have strengthened in recent years. Annual trade has reached $68 billion. That's more than 5 times than it was before the war in Ukraine. Since 2022, India has become the biggest buyer of Russia's seaborne crude, with oil making up about $50 billion of their total trade. India has also spent around $60 billion on Russian weapons in the past 2 decades. In nuclear energy, Russia is building 6 reactors in India and is expected to supply the fuel for them. The U.S. President Donald Trump has accused India of helping to fund Russia's war in Ukraine. In August, he raised tariffs on most Indian goods to 50%. Yulia Shapovalova joining us now from Moscow to tell us, what is it that Russia can offer India in the sphere of military technical cooperation?
Right, we're getting reports and pictures, of course, from New Delhi, where the Russian president and the Indian prime minister are meeting and talking at the press conference right now. So they've been discussing a wide range of issues of bilateral cooperation and further strengthening of Russian-Indian relations, of course. But talking about the military cooperation, for decades, the two countries have been maintaining very close ties in this particular sphere. India has been producing their famous BrahMos missiles using a joint Indian-Russian technology, and the Indian version of the Russian Su-30 fighter jets are now assembled in India too. So the two countries are going to continue their defense cooperation, no doubt about that, including air defense. There are reports now about India's interest in getting more Russian S-400 air defense units. There are even talks about the S-500s, which are more advanced version of the S-400 air defense complexes. The question is whether Russia is capable of producing enough weapons for exports right now as it's fighting its war in Ukraine. It's also been reported that India will rent a Russian nuclear submarine for 10 years and pay about $2 billion for it. This Russian submarine cannot be used for military purposes. It should help India in training its submariners and building its own vessels.
Yulia, stand by for just a moment, because the two leaders are speaking right now in New Delhi. We're going to listen in for just a minute.
अनेक उतार चढ़ाव आए, मानवता को अनेक चुनौतियों और संकटों से गुजरना पड़ा,
challenges and crises. And during all of these, the India-Russia friendship has stood firm like a pole star. These relations are rooted in mutual respect and deep trust and have always stood the test of time. Today, we discussed all aspects of cooperation to make this foundation even stronger. Elevating economic cooperation to new heights is our shared priority. To make this a reality, today we agreed on an economic cooperation program till 2030. This will help make our trade and investments more diversified, more balanced, and more sustainable. And at the same time, it will also add new dimensions to our areas of cooperation. Today, President Putin and I will have the opportunity to participate in the India-Russia Business Forum. I'm confident that this platform will further strengthen our business relations. This will also open new doors for export, co-production.
So, Yulia, the Prime Minister, the Indian Prime Minister, that is speaking right now about the strengthening trade and economic relations between Russia as well as India. But we understand that earlier on, the two sides also discussed the Ukrainian conflict. What's been said?
That's absolutely right. So once again, his words are proving that Russia and India have enjoyed really friendly and warm relations with each other, not just in the sphere of defense, but also in trade and culture and so on. Obviously, Vladimir Putin has said that he informed Prime Minister Modi about the situation in Ukraine, what's happening on the Ukrainian fronts. It was a very detailed report, according to Putin. He informed Modi about the actions that Russia and the US are now taking regarding a possible peaceful agreement between Russia and Ukraine. And also we're hearing from Prime Minister Modi saying that Russia and India actually regularly exchange views on the situation in Ukraine because they're close partners and friends, and they have, deep trust between each other, between these two countries. So, but according to Modi, India supports the quick establishment of peace in Ukraine and emphasized the need to work on this together. Well, actually, he noted that India is a neutral country that advocates for peace. So basically, India has many times said that it supports peace and urged Russia to stop the hostilities. So hopefully they will be a little bit closer to peace after, communicating with each other after this meeting.
Okay, thank you so much, Yulia Shapovalova, reporting from Moscow.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.